Okay, today we're going to talk about AA quick fix, no power, circuit breaker tripped. You might have a power outage in your office or your home onto where you have one receptacle or switch or light that's not working, and you feel that a breaker's tripped. A lot of times you'll go to the panel, and let's zoom in on this panel. This is an old square D panel that I have out of the shop. It's an industrial panel, but the breakers are basically all the same in all the panels. That they do have, they're mostly all thermal magnetic trip, and they do have a center trip position and a forward on and a back off. So all the breakers are very similar, so you can kind of use this as just a demo panel. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Okay? Now, what happens is that if a breaker is tripped, a lot of times in residential they're either going to be marked plug or switch or something like that, and they're not going to say, oh, bedroom 2 circuit, or it won't be written on the wall plate like it is in a commercial office building. And you go to the breaker and you feel it right here, and it says on. And what'll happen is this will be tripped back to this position right here, but it won't show this position, which is halfway. So it's going to fool you. So what you want to do is you want to make sure all your computers or electronic equipment that could be bothered or cause a shutdown, make sure everything's backed up before you do this. But you want to go through, and if you know it's a 120 volt circuit, and this is basically, say you were working on this area of the panel, you simply pull each circuit back and reset it. Now that's a problem you're going to have with the older panels. When I pop this back, that breaker popped back out, meaning it's loose in there. So you want to, of course, with the dead front on here, which would be the steel plate that goes over that would be less likely to happen. But it could happen, so you want to be really careful when you're resetting these. Now, this breaker is tripped right here, and we're going to pull it back and go forward. Now, this one right here is out of the picture, so I'm not going to play with that one. But basically what you want to do is make sure that all these are reset, and if you can't, at that point, if you still don't have power, then you want to get your electrician out there to find out what the problem is in the circuit. I hope that helped you out today, but just remember that these don't always, especially on the old Zinskos, they didn't always go to this position, which is halfway. I'll try to do one here, give you a little better. That was the position where they should be when they're tripped. But what would happen is they'd come to this position and it would fool you. And the only way an electrician would know that this one was tripped when it isn't is by feeling it, and it would feel soft. So make sure you pull them all the way back and all the way forward. And then go ahead and start your computers back up. Again, I hope that helped you out today. If you need to go to the website and ask me a question, the website's www.sandauengineering.com. That's SANDAU engineering.com.